yet. Look at that. Take me all morning doing all these.
Are they all big old?
Just smaller ones for the wood screws and bigger ones for the masonry bits. And that just goes to a 90 like that, or do you have to set it? There's my very crude list. There's the bits of metal, sort of cut, put holes through and then bent round like I showed in the video. These are to brace all of the tie beams. So it's to tie the wooden beam into the wall. So a couple of big gnarly screws, coach bolts through there into the wood, and then into the masonry and the supporting it underneath. But they've come out lovely. He's done a wonderful job of them. It would have taken me forever to do those. Sandpaper disc. Linseed oil, some blue rag to heat. There we go, that's blackened them up. Bloody hell! I want to get some insulation on this corner so I can fit a fuse box. Nosterfield sand, Gibbled quicklime, remnants or whatever that is. It's pretty much a 3-to-1 mix, and it's becoming a 2-to-1 mix as the quicklime expands. The hot lime mix. So now this process is slaking. This is going to get really, really hot. The quicklime is going to absorb all of the moisture and it's going to make a juicy, sexy mortar. You can see it's already starting to smoke, can't you? And that gets extremely hot, like scalding hot. So I'm going to give it a bit of a mix up. You'll see lots of steam coming off it. Well, this is the wall which I need to get insulated so that I can mount all my electrical gubbins up here. I've got too many extension leads running around at the moment, I don't like it. And how embarrassing would it be for an electrician to have an electrical fire? Very. So I need to get rid of this paint and the loose render that's on here. I think the paint's lead based, so I've got a mask for that because I don't really want to be breathing that in from what I've heard. And I'll have to get rid of this love heart, which is a shame, but hey ho, that's what it is. It's got to be warm, it's got to be insulated. It's going to be quite Moorish, is this? I can see it's going to be very Moorish. Oh. Stuck on pretty well is this paint. It'll have to come off, but it's going to take some doing, isn't it? Bloody, it really is so Moorish doing this sort of stuff. You just can't help but think, oh, I'll go for a cup of tea now. 2 hours later. Tap, 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 tap. This bit is super important. It's not wet, all the moisture in the lime just gets sucked into the brick and it just crumbles off. It doesn't adhere to the brick at all. So I'm going to give it a really good soaking. Hope it don't flood downstairs. I've got a nice hot mixed lime. It's just stiffened up a bit, so I'm going to add some water to it and should make it a bit easier to use. So we go. It's better. Oh yes, lovely, 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 lovely. Anything that wants to stay on there can stay on there. It's earned its place. Pretty good. These are the doodads which I've got for holding the wood fibre boards back to the wall. The deal is you drill an 8mm hole, which is the same size as that, push this in, fixes a wood fibre board back, and then you drive this pin in, and it's a metal pin connected to a plastic one, so it's thermally decoupled. And then once that's done, this part expands here and it makes an interference fit. But it's a really neat design, it's specifically made for this. You're meant to put 5 of them in per board. That's the recommendation anyway. I'll put a link in the description for these boards and the fixings, where you can get them all from. Snug as a bug in a rug. Nice old plug here, which is something which I took on with the building for these fairy lights which are going around, and it keeps them going on and off, so I've just tightened the turbine up, so hopefully that'll fix it. But look at that, that's dangerous, isn't it? I'll have to get that sorted out properly. I mean, that's very close to making it trip off, isn't it? So it's only just a little temporary fix, you see, nothing to worry about. Whilst I've been cleaning these off, I was just thinking about the comments on that last video, and there's some fantastic comments and stories, and people saying about their lives and people being generous with their knowledge. There's a bit of Mick taken as well, Monty Python quotes, and yeah, it's just interesting to see people reflecting so positively on being in such a bloody cold house. And yeah, I think it's just it's a really interesting community starting to evolve, and I'm absolutely here for it. Staging off a painter that was retiring. I think they've been passed down from his parents, and they're incredibly strong. Brilliant bits of kit. Barely any flex in them at all. There we go, painted. That's the stuff. Okay, I'm just bushing a load of quicklime, perlite and hemp in there, just to make an insulating plaster. get this lat fixed onto here so that I can put some insulating lime up there, and then I can mount my board onto it to put my electrics onto it. And I'd like to do that just up to here because I haven't got the register of the wood fibre on, haven't got the electrics, haven't got the plumbing in, so I just need to do this tiny bit. I also want to see how the insulating lime goes on with a finishing plaster, like the silica sand and lime over the top of it, to see if this is a good solution, putting wood fibre on, insulating lime and then plaster. It seems like an efficient way of doing it, but it's all hot lime and there's not much information on how to do it, so not with this technique anyway, so it's a bit experimental. Come on, I've got all the mesh on and we took a load off, so it seems to be going on alright now. So I think the key is to put a thin layer on, and then the mesh, and then another layer on. Hemp line, it's a bit dry. You may have noticed that the video quality is better. That's because I've invested in a better camera. So hopefully that'll make it more enjoyable to watch, although it's a little bit unnerving because I don't think it leaves much to the imagination. It's particularly good, so there's no hiding in the imperfections, so you should be able to get a better idea of what I am doing and what I'm doing wrong. I think I'm going to get this hemped up and leave this video here. I think it's long enough, and the next one's going to be a bit more electrically type based, I think. So it's less jumping around. Hopefully putting a board on this for the next one. And I've got lime all over my foot. And yeah, getting some bits and pieces finished off that I've been wanting to do for yonks. It's just messy, this, isn't it? It's like what a toddler would enjoy doing, and adult men. I'm doing a very good job of it here, I don't think. There we go, that's this corner rendered or insulated, ready for all the electrics to go on, which this will be a bit of a services area. And I think before I do that, I'm just going to have a little go at putting on some of the silica sand, sort of plastering sand, to see if I can get a good finish on that, because that's probably how I'm going to do all of this, and then all of that up to there, and then it's insulation on the outside around there. So, I mean, to try and put it into context, all of that's to do, and all of that along there, and that's taken me, that little bit there has taken me 2 days. So I think I'm going to need some help, aren't I? Thanks very much for watching. Ciao for now.